college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Roach. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Horned Frogs offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Finds his man open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Gives it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He leaves it with his back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Pressure coming. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to throw, it's Lyle. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Knights will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Finds his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. To the air, it's Lyle. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The snap sets up to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Figueroa. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Lyle. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Run it with the fullback. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Calling his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Lyle. Quickly to the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right on the money. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Rope. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Gonna run it. It's Crispin. He's past the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The throw to the outside is complete. Hard-hitting tackle.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside in that corner.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Slips a tackle. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
They'll run the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll keep it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Knights are on the move. The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Caught in the backfield. It's Madden. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed behind the line. It's Figueroa. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Crispin. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Figueroa. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Lyle. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on 1st down. They'll test the right side. Makes a man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the move, it's Crispin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to take off. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is